Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the third episode of Steins Gate Zero. And in the second episode, our hero Kyoma, he discovered that they've got this whole AI thing. Not only do they have that whole thing, but they have Kurisu specifically as a person who has become an AI. And now they have like a little Kurisu app now onto his phone that he gets to just take home and interact with, right? That's pretty great. And who knows what's gonna come of that, really. It almost reminds me a little bit of a certain episode of Black Mirror. You know, the whole idea of losing someone you care about and having something that's kind of similar to them, but not really, that you can kind of take with you and have it try to fill the hole and stuff like that. If you've seen the episode of Black Mirror I'm talking about, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, obviously it's at the end of the day it's not her, right? And I do think that'll become apparent to him at some point that she's not a replacement for the real Kurisu, although she's pretty close. I mean, she's still pretty tsundere. She's still pretty Christine-ish. So, you know, I'm sure we'll have plenty of fun. But, you know, I'm sure it'll go downhill at some point. Because that's kind of how this show goes, right? You know? As you start out having fun with this cool, fancy sci-fi technology, and suddenly reality comes crashing down around you, and sadness, and people die, and, you know, that. So I'm sure we'll get that eventually. But for now, let's try to have fun with our Kurisu app. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So let's get into the episode and see what happens. 3, 2, 1, play. I am quite tired, by the way. I'm not sure how apparent that is. I actually thought that hat was a bump on her head at first. The best comrades. Comrades in arms, if you will. You know, they kind of looks like the chick from Persona 4. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Feel free. Yes, Mayuri just attracts the Yuri field like a magnet. Well, yeah, why wouldn't he? I wouldn't call him that. It's more like childhood friends. Yeah, he has Kurisu on his phone now, so it's hard to compete with that. And that's how it is. Opening. I can't remember. Have we gotten the opening before? We probably have. I'm pretty sure we have. But the important thing is we're getting it now, so. Although I'm really not sure. I think so, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now. That is a very nice hat you have. Give birth to Zero. Protocol of the Two-Sided Gospel X-Day Protocol. I'm not sure what to make of that, but sure. Can't argue with that. Wow. I mean, having a girlfriend that can do all that, maybe that's a little bit inconvenient. It'd be very hard to cheat on her. She is a LOD member. In a certain timeline. That is amazing news, yeah. Of course she wanted something. That's what she called. I'm sure she will. I feel much more confident in it working out now. The one and only. Okay, I guess this is how we're going on a date. What exactly did you expect? No, looking at that. It's complicated. Well, if it is an FB. Shh. Yeah, it's really weird. Shush, shush, they're gonna hear you. I don't need to explain this to people. I told you not to expect too much. It's a glorified clubroom. I guess that's slightly better. But we have a warm, loving, friendly atmosphere. That's why you liked it. That sure reminded me of what her name was. Don't we can't be Kurisu, it's too early in the morning for that. I know. Don't bring up the forks and spoons. No. Yeah, good thing we had those earbuds, or yeah, people really would overhear her and ask questions. Questions you don't want to answer. Didn't you sleep in a Santa costume in the OVA? Yeah, Yuki was the mother. Yeah, but never say never. And there's Suzuha. Looking good as always, to be expected. Okay. Huh. What was that about? Hello, Ferris. I know, right? Get it right. I would just gulp them all down right there before she even left. It's really hard to take her seriously when she does that meow thing. Yeah, what she said. Title drop. These are the previous season. I wanted to open presents under the tree. Yeah. uh, that is something I'm curious about, how that will go. Yes. Finish the thought, Maho. Video chatting. Him getting too attached to the AI. And what will result from that? Oh, she's cute. Very specific, as expected of our AI, based off of a scientist's memory. Well, maybe we could get you a robot body. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Damn. Ouch. Ah, man. Getting roasted by your phone. Ah. Maybe this app was a mistake. Everybody hates eggplants. Because Christina's Christina. Next question. Oh, sounds kind of lewd. An AI never forgets. Right, right. Not his name. At the very least, it's not spelled like that. Aside from some violations of privacy here and there, it's pretty great. Wow, trying to... Oh my god, Krisu. Yeah, just close. Still so cute having her call her senpai. I love it so much. I can hardly pay attention to what they were saying. Yes? No? Maybe? Back to Suzuha. Never gonna complain about that. Wow. Yes. Wow. That's a double wow. There's a lot shown there. And man, those massive cat ears. And those massive other things. But wow. How do we convince her to wear that? Even though she's like slightly taller than you. God damn. Dadu, I can't believe he actually gets together with that. Yeah, well, yeah, that. The question is if that's a deal breaker or not. What grade are you in? Hello? I mean, so does she. I'm ready, as I'll ever be. Now we wait. There he is. There she is. Hopefully Suzuha doesn't rush in their guns blazing. Cause yeah, she knows something's off. I kinda ruined it a little bit, but she's here. That's what matters. Yeah, don't murder your mother, please. Yeah, they do look quite similar, don't they? Don't call her that. Yeah, please don't murder her. We're here to have a good time. She blushing a little bit? I think she is. I mean, so would I. Suzuha suddenly mounted me. Well, yeah, Christmas decorations will do that. Do you feel happier now? Doesn't mean you can't do it a little bit. Quick, somebody chain her up before she leaves. Gioma saying this. Yeah, please don't leave. Now it's her turn to blush. I think we won. We definitely won. Gotta hand it to MyAnimeLIst, man. These Santa costumes are on point. Like, there's a nice variety. They all look great wearing them. Like, I'm 100% satisfied with our Santa cosplay here. Like, 10 out of 10 props to MyAnimeLIst. Give the scroll a raise. Bum, 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 bum. That's probably his AI girlfriend. Wonder how long it will be until MyAnimeLIst knows what's going on. Okay, yeah, we got theories. Ouch. Well, sort of. You, kind of. Yeah, why do you say that? Yeah, but you're mistaken in thinking that would actually stop him from doing so. Wow, okay. That's a Photoshop. And yeah, we got Maho to wear that. Can I have some copies of those pictures, by the way, if it's not too much trouble? You said it. How could you think of Kilm at a time like this? She really got her to wear that. And is she gonna eavesdrop? Although she probably wouldn't hear. Oh wait, I don't think he has earbuds in. Then she can eavesdrop. Didn't know you got embarrassed. Yeah, she is eavesdropping. Ah, what happened to your costume? Even the AI can blush. Oh my god, Kurisu, you're gonna kill me. We're gonna start kissing the phone soon. Because I would start kissing the phone right about now. Hey, that's not cool. I was using that. That's how you get kicked in the face taking someone's phone like that. It's not her. Yeah. I figured we would be getting into that. But it acts so much like her though. Like it acts so much like her. Wait, what? Are we actually gonna do some time travel stuff here? Or is it just gonna be some memories resurfacing? They actually got into that whole "this is not the real Krisu," don't get deluded into thinking that it is. They actually got into that a little bit sooner than I thought they would. Eyelids must remain open, aside from the occasional blink. Okay. Okay. That was the third episode of the Steins Gate 0. I almost said second season of Steins Gate, and I guess it kind of is, but just Steins Gate 0, it just feels more correct to say that, right? So that's what I say. Okay, this episode, we now officially have the Christina app to go interact with, right? We just got it somewhat near the end of last episode, so this episode is when we really got to give it a real test drive, if you will. Get to walk around town, show Christina the size, just kind of tuck it in the pocket, have her look at everything, and I like how he even has the earbuds because he wants to kind of avoid other people overhearing this conversation if he can. Because how do you explain this? Like, hey, who are you talking to? Oh, just this AI based off of the memories of my sort of girlfriend from a different timeline that's dead now, that I failed to save, that I maybe could have, but I gave up anyway, and that is what branched into this new Steins Gate season. It's a hard thing to explain, is all I'm saying. So he probably wants to avoid that as best he can. So the earbuds are probably a good choice for that, honestly. That was one big part of the episode for sure. And yeah, we got to see a decent amount of this AI version of Kyuu, and as far as I can tell, it is pretty similar. Like, I can't notice any glaring differences so far, right? I mean, just got the personality, the tsundere-ness, the scientific curiosity. Yeah, pretty much everything I really associate with Kyuu seems to pretty much be here, so you really can't blame a guy for getting deluded into thinking that is her, but at the end of the day, it is not. It is just a copy, right? But how much does that really matter, I think that's a real question. Like, it's not the real Kyuu. It's probably not the exact same as her. There's probably some differences we haven't quite noticed yet, but you can still be pretty happy with a convincing fake. That's all I'm saying. But, I suppose bad things could come from that, depending on how obsessed with it you get. And also, depending on what happens with the AI, if it does become evil somehow, like I kind of talked about in the previous episode, so I'm not going to get into that too much here on that kind of, corrupted evil AI theory kind of thing that I had. But it is a possibility, right? That could definitely complicate things. So, we did have some Christmas stuff this episode, and my ideas just went full-on Santa cosplay, right? Everyone has their outfits. Yuki, I think they call her, the mother. I mean, I don't think words I say could do it justice, but hers was the sexiest costume by far. I think we can all agree on that, right? I mean, it's Suzuha, yeah, she's got that DNA for sure. We didn't see Suzuha wear a Santa outfit, did we? I'm pretty sure we didn't. We should have. That would have been great. But yeah, with the party, we got a lot of good stuff there. The costumes, like I mentioned, they all look great. Fairness with their big old cat ears and stuff, and even that one girl looked pretty good. Don't remember her name. And, just everyone looked pretty good. That's all I'm trying to say. We even invited our foreign friend over there as well. Who also learned the lesson the hard way that Ruka is in fact a guy. Although he didn't actually have any kind of response after Kyoma said as much to him. So he did say that out loud, right? It wasn't just a thing he said in his head. I'm pretty sure he actually told him that Ruka was a guy. But he didn't seem to have any reaction to it, so I don't know. Maybe it's not a deal breaker for him. And if that's the case, then fair enough. I get it. But we also had the scene between, what was her name? Not Mayu, Nai, the girl. Naya, something like that. Yeah, her asking Maho what grade she was in. That was funny. I mean, it's an obvious gag to have with this kind of setup, with these sort of legal lolly characters. I've seen that specific gag other places before. Someone much younger thinking that this adult is about her age, asking what grade she's in. I've seen that before. It was still really funny, though. I don't know why, but it was. And, yeah, she obviously can't get too mad at her because she's just a kid. So that's what also kind of makes it funnier. Just because she just, has to contain that anger and just explain, no, I'm an adult, okay? Just I got my card to prove it. 1989 born, okay? Not your age, so quiet you. We had that whole thing. And Suzuha, as soon as we had this kind of surprise, I was pretty sure Suzuha was gonna, make a bit of a scene because she's the post-apocalyptic future dystopia kind of thing, you know. She's always on edge, running, fighting for her life. Whenever she's pretty good at sensing when something's wrong, something's off, you know. So, of course, she's gonna get pretty like paranoid, defensive when that happens. And yeah, she did pretty much what I thought she would do: just run in there and start attacking people. Just essentially just knocked down and mounted her mother. So that was, yeah, not quite what they were hoping for, probably. But they were able to explain to her what was going on. It's just a party, you know. No need to kill anyone. We're here to have fun. So just chill, just chill. But Suzuha's not big on that, really. She seems to be pretty anti-fun for the most part, because I guess she's got more important things to do. Also, she, you know, avoids her mother and whatnot because of all the awkwardness that comes along with that. But damn, she looks good in that. I gotta stop focusing on that. But every time she's on screen wearing that, but just it's kind of where my focus goes. I can't help it. I don't think anybody can truly blame me. But yeah, then we had that one photo shot with, you know, Maho in the outfit and all that. That was good too. Like, and we also had, who was it? Yeah, just kind of leaning up against her like that. Just then the embarrassment on Maho's face is definitely an important part of that picture. Yeah, then we had our fun little scene on the roof with Kyoma and Kurisu, and yeah, get more of that primo tsundere Kurisu. Apparently the AI can blush, which is good to know. You know, I did like the little theories about why he calls her Christina. You know, kind of overthinking it like an AI, of course an AI would. Maho definitely made sure to tell him that it's not real, you know, don't get too attached. He wanted you to interact with it for data and whatnot, but don't get too sucked into it. Don't treat it like it's genuinely a replacement for her. She is gone. Because obviously Maho went through something very similar as to what Kyoma's going through now. Because I'm sure she spent much more time with this Amadeus. I keep wanting to call it Osmodeus. Amadeus. So she went through that whole roller coaster of emotions that's associated with that, I'm sure. And probably doesn't want to see Kyoma go through the exact same thing. So she's trying to help avoid that, right? That is the biggest concern. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I mean, I assume she'll give it back, right? I know she took it away initially, but, you know, can't just steal his phone, so I imagine he'll still be interacting with her after this, but I don't know. Really not positive what we're gonna do with this whole Amadeus Krisu AI plotline. I am curious to find out, though, and we will, of course, over time, do the show, because I will continue to watch it. That's what I'm here for. I think that's all I got to say, really. Just a lot of fun little things sprinkled throughout, and getting to really see what this AI is all about. Well, not all about. I mean, we've seen some of it. I'm sure there's plenty more to learn about the AI, how it works, its limitations, some unforeseen side effects and developments and all that will come in the future. But it was a fun party. It was a really fun party. I'm glad Suzuha could make it, even if it went a little bit roughly, you know. But yeah, solid episode. Time to wait for the next one, you know. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.